So today we're rebuilding the Phillies after losing Game 7 of the NLCS to the Diamondbacks. I mean, who would have predicted a Rangers-Diamondbacks World Series at the beginning of the year? I was kind of on the Rangers hype train, like they were kind of my sleeper team that I forgot what rebuild I said it in, maybe the Rangers rebuild. But I did kind of say that they were like my sleeper team that could potentially make a World Series push, but I was not even close to the Diamondbacks. I did not see that coming. So in the comment section down below, let me know who's going to win the World Series, the Rangers or the Diamondbacks. But let's focus on the Phillies today and let's rebuild them. Let's go get them that World Series because I feel like this team, the lineup looks good. The pitching is okay, but with a team that has one of the higher payrolls in baseball, it'll be interesting to see what they do this offseason. They are potentially losing Nola, and I feel like this team could use just a couple different pieces to maybe improve the team a little bit. Before we get any further into the video, don't forget to check out Underdog Fantasy. They've been doing a lot of pick'em specials or flash pick'em sales with the MLB playoffs, the NBA season starting, and the NFL. And if you use code ANT when signing up or click the link in the description down below, they'll match your first deposit up to $500. And they've also been doing specials for pick'em entries for first-time users. So again, if that sounds good to you, head over to the link in the description below or Underdog Fantasy and use code ANT when signing up, and they'll match your first deposit up to $500. All right, exclusive negotiations. I've already passed it because one, there was only 3 players there that I was like thinking about or that were actually just exclusive negotiation players. This is my thing. Big question mark, Aaron Nola, right? You lose Aaron Nola, that rotation looks really bad, really bad. And the payroll for the Phillies is already really high. I think they're like top 3, top 5, something like that for payroll. So with this team, you got to figure out, are you willing to just continue going over the luxury tax, say whatever, let's pay Nola what he wants and bring him in? Because your window to win is right now. Your team's not getting any younger, and the money that you've invested in players that are over the age of 30, like you're trying to win right now. Turner, Harper, Wheeler, Real Muto, Castellanos, Schwarber, Taijuan Walker, even Matt Strom's getting paid a little bit. Like, you might as well just commit to it, say Nola 4 or 5 years, whatever, give him probably similar to what you're paying Zach Wheeler, so probably around 23, 25 mil. The offer that I gave him that he was okay with right now is 5 years, 20 mil a year, which again, I think is a little light. I think Nola may get somewhere around what Zach Wheeler did. Craig Kimbrel, I decided not to bring back for this team. I think Craig Kimbrel is one of the better closers that we've seen in our generation. It's just the dude is a closer. You can't put him in any other situation. Ice in the veins in a safe situation. 8th inning, 7th inning, the guy looks like a men's league softball pitcher out there. He's just floating it in and it's getting rocked. And then of course, we signed Lorenzen back for 2 years, 3.5 mil. I definitely think he's getting way more than 3.5 mil a season. I think he's probably getting like 10 or 15. He's coming off a really solid season as a starter. I think some teams would be willing to pay him on a short term, like maybe 3-ish year deal, give him 15 mil a year. Maybe even more, honestly. Rhys Hoskins is not on the 40-man just because he was injured. I manually took him out for the season so that he wouldn't like get hit too hard by like any decrease in attributes or anything. So I manually tore his ACL and had him sit out the season. So he's in the team now. And I think when we look at this team, the big issue is we need Nola back. And we need a closer. We need some bullpen help for sure. I am super excited to see what Andrew Painter can do. He's the #1 pitching prospect for a reason. Obviously, there's been those injury concerns. Probably going to have some sort of an inning limit just to kind of lighten that workload for the future, at least for the next season. But we'll see what he can do when healthy. I don't know if I'll use him in this coming season, but he's definitely someone that I've got my eye on. I'm definitely going to have him in the rotation at some point. So offensively, I think we're fine. Maybe find a way to sneak in an extra bat, but realistically, I think the lineup's good. I just think we got to make sure we get that pitcher and maybe a closer. And a closer, if we're gonna spend big, I mean, why not Josh Hader? So yeah, that's kind of my targets: Nola, Josh Hader, and maybe a bat. I feel like we're pretty good. I think the team looks pretty solid. All right, for the prospects that we drafted, Oscar Marte has 99 potential. Yep, you heard that right. And Garrett Peterson also has 99 potential. On screen now is the draft cap recap. That's the word. I was gonna say overview and then recap. You know what I'm saying. It's I'm showing you the 99 potential for these two guys. And I didn't have a second pick. So I had a first round and a third round pick, and I got 2 guys with 99 potential. Are we going to see them? Potentially. I think it'd be more Peterson if we do. Switch hitter, really good hitting stats, can field, got some speed. I don't know about right field, probably left field, but he looks legit. I think this guy's gonna be pretty decent for us. And then Marte could be. The clutch is pretty low. But other than that, like the hits, the walks, he could be a guy that maybe sneaks into the team like next season, maybe like a long reliever or something. We'll see. As you can see, I still have my offers out for Hader and Nola. I might also try to bring in a couple other relievers, but right now I'm feeling pretty good about the team. All right, so we're about to start the first season. Zach Wheeler is now in a contract year, so there's another situation that will arise. Speaking of upcoming season, let's talk about this team, because Schwarber in left is like definitely something you don't want, but with Rhys Hoskins coming back, I feel like he's gonna be a DH. Unless they're going to put Harper back in the outfield, which is definitely a possibility. But either way, you still have Castellanos and Schwarber in the outfield, which is like really not what you want. It's just not. And Johan Rojas is a really good fielder. You know, Marsh is okay, right? So, you know, you're just kind of handcuffing yourself defensively. And I don't really know what to do with the team now, because I really want Rojas into the team. But Schwarber, Castellanos, probably better hitters, right? Hoskins, you know, first base, do you keep Bryce Harper there? I don't really know what's... Oh man, this is tough. And like Castellanos has got a few years left on his deal. Schwarber's got a few years left on his deal. Harper's not going anywhere, right? Hoskins is an upcoming free agent. Would he be a piece that like a team would possibly trade for? Because like that would open up a spot defensively, right? And then I could go Schwarber there. We put Rojas. Oop, nope. Didn't mean to do that. I meant like that. Or Castellanos can move to the left if that's really what needs to be done. But you know, you can kind of see that it helps out the team defensively quite a bit. But Rhys Hoskins, he's a good bat to have into the team. So like, I don't know if it's really worth trading him, maybe. But like, what would I trade him for? Prospects or like a pitcher? Because like offensively, like I said, I like the team. I just feel like now Rhys Hoskins with Bryce Harper playing first base, I feel like kind of the odd man out. And like, don't get me wrong, Rhys Hoskins is a great power bat. He adds to this lineup for sure. But again, it's just like, I feel like his playing time is going to be kind of cut, right? Like you can't put Schwarber in left. It's just not. It's just asking for bad things. So like, I feel like this team is, it might be one of those guys where you might trade him. You might trade him. So I'm going to give him to the deadline. I am going to give him to the deadline. And because of that, I might send down Rojas for now. I know it sounds crazy, but what I might do is I might put him in AAA. Let's call up Cave. And then I'm going to go like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Kyle Schwarber's going to play left. We're going to have some of the worst defense in baseball, but we're going to score a bunch of runs, hopefully. And this is the lineup I'm going to rock with. I signed Urias from free agency. I thought, you know what? Helps us out on the infield. We do have Sosa. We do have Castro. Garrett Stubbs is the backup catcher. I tried to sign Tom Murphy, but he went to the Mets, actually. And then we have Jake Cave. So that's the squad offensively. Pitching-wise, we did bring back Nola. We have Lorenzen. Jordan Montgomery was in free agency all the way up until spring training, and I was going to sign him, but then I looked at the contracts that we have. I guess Montgomery could be like our Wheeler replacement, but then we'd still have Suarez, Sanchez, and Walker. Lorenzen would still be here, and there really isn't a spot for Andrew Painter, so I'm kind of figuring out what I want to do with these guys. I feel like Lorenzen stays here. Suarez maybe stays as 3, and then these two guys are fighting it out for who is gonna like not lose their spot to Andrew Painter. Pitching in terms of bullpen, you can kind of see what we're rocking with here. I brought in Denilson Lamet. I needed a righty. I didn't really like the other righty options available, and we're gonna have Hader. I brought Hader in on a $11 million deal for the next 3 years, and Andrew Painter's right there. So he's waiting for a chance. He's waiting for a chance to get into the team. Griff McGarry got selected in the Rule 5 draft. I honestly didn't think he was going to get chosen by a team, but he was. So there's that. I don't know where he went though. So let me just type in this. Let's see where he went. Let me find him. Here he is. He went to the Giants. Okay. They needed a pitcher that bad that they had to take him in the Rule 5 draft. What? All right, either way, we're currently ranked 6th, somehow have the 11th best defense. I'm calling baloney on that. There's just no chance that's correct, but let's see what happens. I feel like, yeah, we should be in the postseason. All right, we're at the deadline. We're pretty far behind the Braves, which is super disappointing because, like, we're actually having a really good season. The Braves are just absolutely insane. Let me see what their team's looking like. Did they sign someone crazy good? Oh, okay. Yeah, that happened, huh? They signed Otani. What? Okay. Jeez, I was not expecting that. I didn't even realize that happened in the offseason when the notifications were coming up. What? Pitching wise, things are going pretty good, except for Taiwan Walker. So he's gone. Can I designate him for assignment and someone will take him, or let me just trade him. Lineup wise, I'm torn. Schwarber, like, not a bad season, right? Like, this is a Schwarber-esque season, right? Home runs, you'd probably want a little bit more, but on base percentage is kind of what you'd expect from Schwarber. He's going to walk a lot. Or Rhys Hoskins. I mean, their seasons aren't too, like, different, right? And Hoskins is doing a little bit better, and I just feel like if we could get this kind of money off the books, that'd be great. But at the same time, like, I don't know if that would be a possibility. And Hoskins is probably going to be a little bit cheaper. Let me see. What does he want for maybe like a 2-3 year deal? Okay, so he wants like 8-ish mil, 9 mil to have like a 2-year deal. It's really not that bad. And it's half of what we're paying Schwarber. And again, I love Schwarber. He was a Cub. I was kind of upset when they let him go. Like, I totally understand why they let him go. Like, his season was pretty bad. But the dude hits home runs and he gets on base. That's what you want from Schwarber. So I don't know what to do with him. We got to figure something out, though, for sure. Because, like, we can't keep Hoskins and Schwarber and also Castellanos. We got to open up an outfield spot because Johan Rojas is too good to keep in AAA right now. So we got to figure something out. And also, just, it would open up some money. I figured out what I'm going to do. Yeah. And it doesn't involve trading Hoskins or Schwarber. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade Taiwan Walker. I was looking around the trade preferences, like the suggest trade, and the Giants actually offered me Joey Bart. Somehow he has B potential, but we're gonna pick him up. And they offered me him. I'm also going to pick up a reliever in Cody Stashik. I don't think I'm really going to use him, but it's another reliever. So salary dump to the Phillies. We're going to get a backup catcher in Joey Bart. Okay, so now that the trade's done, I feel good. Like, we have Joey Bart as our backup catcher. I've extended the contracts of Wheeler. It's going to be 23 mil over the next 2 seasons, or 23 mil each season for the next 2 seasons. And also, where is he? Hoskins, 9.5 mil each year for the next 2 seasons. I think both have a contract option. I know Wheeler's does. I don't remember if I gave Hoskins one or not. Hoskins. A lot of money's invested in older players still. We're going the Phillies way. We're trying to win right now. Team currently looks like this. Rojas is going to play center field, and Hoskins is going to move to the bench. And then versus lefties, he's going to come back into the team. But I feel like this is okay for now. Urias got sent down. Team looks pretty good. I feel pretty comfortable with it. And depending on how, Schwarber or Castellanos performs, one of the two's probably going to get it moved at some point, just because we need to open up a spot. I just feel like it's probably better. It'll save us some money. And I guess it just kind of depends on how the team does too. Because, like, if someone's not doing well, then we'll go a different direction. So right now, pitching looks pretty good. I brought up Brogdon to take over for Sir Anthony Dominguez because he had almost a 7 ERA, 6.99, about as close as you can get. So let's see how it goes. I don't feel great, but I think we'll be good enough. Oh, Denilson Lamet sucks. He was a Rule 5 pick, so we're just gonna release him. You're gonna be like, why don't you trade him? It's just not worth it. So instead, do I go to Stashik or do I just rock with an extra lefty? Like, we've already got 3, so are we gonna really run with 4 lefties? Ooh, I don't like that. What about Lorenzen moves to the bullpen, and then we maybe pick up somebody like a trade, or do we just go to maybe like Stashik. We just did trade for him. So like, is it really the worst thing to like give him an opportunity? Or because we're trying to win now, do we just pick up someone that has like maybe an expiring contract? Like someone's got to have one here. It's not going to be Rodon. It's not going to be Alexander. Little, I don't want. I don't even think. Yeah. I got to find somebody with an expiring contract that's probably a little bit older. So something like what the Phillies did with acquiring Lorenzen. That's his name. What about, I don't know. I'll find one though. There's going to be somebody that I can find. All right. Not an expiring contract, but Dylan Cease. We're going to go all out. And it is going to cost a little bit, but I kind of want to keep the outfielder. We do have Justin Crawford for the future as well. He is another lefty bat, so that does kind of play into it. But I'm going to see, what do they want? First base, a catcher. You want Garrett Stubbs? I'm just saying, you know, you can have a little Garrett Stubbs. I did draft this guy with B potential. Does that help a little bit? A little bit, but not too much. I might give him our pitching prospect. He's really good. Like, he's tearing up AA right now. Like, he's going to be very, very good. But Dylan Cease becomes a free agent not this season, but after next season. And I don't think we really open up any money in terms of contracts. Actually, we would, because Schwarber's money comes off the books, so that would work. And then we can keep that. We're gonna trade the pitcher, because as much as I think he's gonna be really good, if we can get a pitcher that's gonna help us out right now, I think I'm gonna do that. And then now I just need to throw in. Oh, okay, so that works. What about like Pache or something? Someone that we're like not using. Let's see. Like, you want Scott Kingery? Is Scott Kingery even on the Phillies anymore? I feel like that was something that like just didn't really work out. What about Urias? They don't want Urias. So is it really just Rincones? What was his name? Rincones? Yeah. All right. You can have him. That works. I feel like that's fine. That's fine. All right. Let's go with that. And now, I mean, that is looking nice. That's looking real nice. I feel like we need to make a big offensive pickup now, because like, this is cool. It's the Phillies and everything, but I feel like we need to juice it up a little bit. So I don't really know who to get rid of. Who's doing bad? Real Muto. Honestly, it's Schwarber. It's Schwarber. But I feel like adding Dylan Cease is pretty big. Like, that's a good pickup. Like, that 3 right there. Suarez is doing well. Give Painter some time to develop. Plus some Josh Hader action. This team's looking crazy. All right, season's over, and we finished 1 game shy of 100 wins. The Braves won 121 games. Yeah, like, it's going to be really tough. We were 22 games back. We're taking on the Padres, which sucks because Braves are next up on the list if we beat them. And team rankings wise, look at the Braves, 278. Oh, the Cardinals had a 277 average. Let's see, where are we? What team are we? The Phillies, 12th. Okay, what about runs though? What about runs? 7th. Okay, so we need to up our game just a little bit. What do the Cardinals do that they're popping off so much? Because I rarely ever see the Cardinals go crazy in franchise. ERA wise, we were 5th. So we're really picking up on that that pitching staff, which Wheeler, Sanchez, and then Dylan Cease. Dylan Cease had over a 4 ERA when we picked them up at the deadline. So he really turned things around at the end of the year. On top of that, I also extended his contract. So as you can see, it averages out to about 18 mil over the next 5 years. I think that is a steal. That is a really good deal that gets him up to like what, 33, 34 years old, kind of like where Nola and Wheeler are. So essentially, Nola's contract expires 2028, the year before Dylan Cease. Wheeler's expires 2026. So we've got this little 3-headed monster for the next couple seasons, plus Suarez. And Andrew Painter is only going to get better, hopefully, because that's not good. You definitely don't want that. Definitely don't want that. But let's take a quick look at awards. Okay, Ohtani. I mean, and Soto's a free agent this year. So, ooh, man, the Braves probably find a way to sign Soto. It's just like written in the stars with this franchise right now, with the Braves already getting Ohtani. Seager won it on the other side. Garrett Cole and Ohtani are the Cy Young winners. Mookie Betts and Corey Seager are the batting title winners, with Clase and Nick Anderson as the relievers of the year. And the rookie of the year goes to Ryan Marsh, who is a generational talent for the Pirates. and also Brian Mata of the Red Sox. That's the name of the team. Okay, so they sent down a righty. They sent down Lorenzen. I'll get Lorenzen back in the team, at least for the postseason. I don't really want... Soto was kind of nasty, though, but I don't think we need... Actually, hold on. We have lefty, righty. Oh, wait, why is Dominguez up, too? Hold on, wait a second. Wait, oh, Painter got sent down. But then, okay, I see what's going on here. All right, I'm caught up now. I was like, wait a second, why is this all jumbled up? But they sent down Painter, so then Soto came up. Dominguez came up for Lorenzen then. I see. Okay, Dominguez can't pitch. I can't let that happen. I can't. So we gotta at least go like this for Dominguez, and then we still have an extra bullpen arm, which we could just do. Soto drops down here. We have a lot of lefties in the bullpen. We're gonna have to work with it, but Sanchez was really good. Started some games, went to the bullpen for a little bit. Honestly, really solid. Lorenzen was also very good. Super cheap deal, but he is regressing, so I don't know if I pick him up next season. Strom was fantastic. Love to see it. Brogdon, not too bad, like 20 innings. Tough to kind of judge him on probably what, a third of a season-ish. So he got roughed up a little bit. Hopefully he can turn things around. Soto was good for his 2 2/3. Alvarado was fantastic in 28 innings. And then Hoffman. I guess Brogdon got about half a season of use, so not bad. Alvarado was very good. Hoffman was also very good. And then Hader was fantastic. Love to see it. Wheeler is regressing a little bit, so hopefully he can hold on to his rating a little bit more. But really good season. Better than last year, which is crazy in terms of ERA and whip-wise, but almost very similar in terms of just earned runs allowed. He allowed a few more hits, but less walks, so that's good, but also less strikeouts. Nola was good. Love to see that. We got Dylan Cease, who, yep, give me more of that. Ranger Suarez, fantastic. I think we've got a really strong 4-man rotation right now. I'm loving it. Painter will get better. I'm not freaking out just yet. So, now who got sent down? Bart. We'll call back up Bart. Is that it? That shouldn't be it. We should have one more, because Urias was sent down too. So who am I missing? Was it Cave that was up? It was Cave. Okay, so let me bring back Bart. Ooh, are we gonna have enough lefties on the bench? That could be an issue, because it's always nice to have at least one. We have a switch hitter, so I think Cave has to come back up for the man Luis Urias, who was really bad anyways. So it's not like we're missing too much with him in AAA. And then Aiden Miller's popping off a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on him too. So let's see what the bench did. 34 appearances or at bats for Joey Bart. Honestly, on base percentage wise, not bad. Edmundo Sosa was okay. I don't hate those numbers at all off the bench mostly. Hoskins, fantastic. 23 home runs for a little bit shy of a full season. That's good, especially when he kind of got moved to only lefties. Those are some good numbers. Jake Cave was okay, nothing special. Rodolfo Castro was pretty decent in 100 at bats, I would say. Those are some good numbers. He might be our go-to bench bat. Schwarber, the on-base percentage is cool and all. OPS is a little low. Obviously you'd want it above 800. That's what you'd expect from Schwarber. It's just I don't know. I feel like I can get someone that's a little bit better. Trey Turner, potential went up, but his overall went down. I don't get this game sometimes. Bryce Harper was good. He's starting to regress a little bit. Don't like that at all. Castellanos, 35 home runs. Okay. Johan Rojas, wow. Yikes. Okay, maybe I need to keep Schwarber. Real Muto, what? Uh-oh. Okay, Bryson Stott, pretty decent season. I'll take that for sure. Bohm was also very good. Love that. And then Marsh was, get Marsh higher up in the lineup. Get him. Holy cow. 317, 430 on base percentage, and a 968 OPS. Yeah. I like that. And I'm just making sure all my lineups are good. Let's hop into the postseason. Okay. Man, this series is going to be rough. Okay. Ohtani versus Cease. We lose. Wheeler versus Strider. We win 1-0. Okay. We win that one. It comes down to Soroka versus Suarez. Just like real life. All right, so Cease is pitching. Okay, so we're right back to the top. Perfect. It looks like the They brought in Blake Snell, okay, who went 9 innings, 7 strikeouts in his first game. We win the first, win the second, win the third. Suarez, can you close it out for us? You do, and we're taking on the Orioles in the World Series. So Cease is struggling a little bit. So let's go Wheeler, Nola. Honestly, Cease can be the last guy. He's really struggling this postseason, really struggling. So Wheeler, game 1 versus Grayson Rodriguez, we win 9-3. Nola versus John Means. It's John Means. He's the franchise god. You're not meant to beat him. Third game. Dylan Cease, I need you to turn the tide here. You do. All right, perfect. Now Zach Wheeler versus Dean Kremer. We win 1 game away from a World Series. Nola versus John Means, and we do it. Win that World Series right off the rip. The award, Real Muto, World Series MVP and playoff MVP. Pretty good numbers there, but in the postseason, 15 RBIs. Look at Brandon Marsh. He's summoning the power of Jesus with the beard and the hair. That's clearly what it is. It has to be. It has to be. Ranger Suarez have a postseason. Dylan Cease kind of cleared things up a little bit. The ERA went down. On top of that, the whip was also really good. He had almost an 8 ERA, but his whip was 1-1. So just got a little unlucky in terms of runs allowed. Wheeler was fantastic, and so was Nola. So bullpen wise, Sanchez wasn't used, okay, but the bullpen was pretty good. Hader probably had 1 bad outing that ruined his stat line. Looking at the lineup, okay, Harper went a little cold, don't like that, but Marsh, man, Real Muto was really good. So was Alec Boehm. Okay, what about the bench? Anybody get some? Hoskins was good. That was really about it. I guess we didn't really turn to the bench. So World Series in season 1, check that off the board. We're building a pretty solid team here. We lose 2 guys that we weren't using, and exclusive negotiations now. I think we got to bring him back. What, 5 mil should lock him up pretty good. Dominguez for sure. He shouldn't want too much money either, just because he's coming off of a pretty tough season. 3.5, not too bad. We'll do 1 year. Can I get away with 3? I should be able to do that. Hoffman, he was good for us. I don't know if he's gonna continue to do well. He wants about 4.5. What does that kind of put me at? We only have 71 available in the budget. Okay, so we're gonna decline this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and let's hope we have enough money to turn some moves around, just make some moves, because it's gonna be close. There's some good names available. Honestly though, what do we do? I mean, realistically, the name that I just kind of keep going back to is Kyle Schwarber, and I don't hate Kyle Schwarber. I think he's a good hitter. It's just, or Castellanos too, but I feel like one of them has to go. I feel like we gotta. I want to bring in a new face. I feel like Juan Soto would be cool, but at the same time, I've gotten Juan Soto quite a bit. And if we're not getting Juan Soto, who's really worth it to really change up the team and make it holy cow, we made a trade, And if we were gonna upgrade the team, I feel like one of these 2 spots, one of these 2 spots would be the upgrade, right? Because Brandon Marsh was fantastic. Johan Rojas, iffy, right? Harper at first, Turner, yep, Marsh was fantastic. Real Muto, down season, but World Series MVP. Stats good, Bohm's good. I mean, it really comes down to one of these 2. I feel like if we're gonna pick up a big guy, a big name, that's the move. Maybe we get rid of both. Hoskins plays DH, and then we go crazy with an outfielder. So if I can find some sort of trade that allows us to get an outfielder, I'm gonna do it. If not, I'm not gonna go for Soto. I feel like that's just kind of I do that often. So let me see if we can find a trade. I think one that'll kind of be oh yeah, we should definitely do that. We'll see what we can do. Season 2. Let's get into it. I've been scouring team rosters. I've been going through it, trying to see if we could get any trade for an outfielder. And there's a couple that I'm you know what? Maybe. So the first one was the White Sox. I was you know what? Let's just go get Luis Robert. And then I saw he hit almost 40 home runs, had a really good season. It's almost impossible. The only way I can get a trade done is if it includes Brandon Marsh. They really want Brandon Marsh, or they want Zach Wheeler or Aaron Nola. They want one of those three. I don't want to trade one of those three, so it's just not gonna happen. Like, I've tried every combination of player in this team. They want one of those big guys. I don't want to do it. The other one, I was like, you know what? Okay, let's talk about this man right here. Same situation. It's literally like the same trade offer. They want Brandon Marsh. Oh, they take Schwarber if I gave him Marsh, though. I don't want to trade Brandon Marsh, though. He was really good for us last year. So, again, I can't get Mike Trout. I tried everybody. It's just not possible. So then I was like, all right, what do I do? I saw that the Yankees got Juan Soto, which is a crazy combo with Aaron Judge. They still haven't called up Jason Dominguez either. And I was looking around just trying to see, like, what other outfielders could I get that would be good. Kyle Tucker's a free agent. I don't think it would be that hard to get him. It might, actually. It might. Who's going to... Yeah, I can't even get Kyle Tucker. Okay. So Kyle Tucker's off limits. And I'm looking... It's just really difficult to find someone that we can actually trade for. And one name that I saw, and now I'm totally forgetting who it was. It was, I think we could get Reynolds. We could get Brian Reynolds if we really wanted to. So there's that. That was the name that we could get. But then I saw this. This is what it was. This is what it was. I remember now. Here we go. Boom. Here we are. Cardinals. They've got Jordan Walker, right? They've got O'Neill, Dylan Carlson. Everybody under the sun, apparently. They're stocking up on every single outfielder. Verdugo, Lars Nootbaar as well. And I'm looking at this going, okay, it looks like Lars Nootbaar has now been demoted to second string right fielder. They've got plenty of center field. They've got Jordan Walker in left. I mean, that's what, 5 outfielders right there. What about a little Lars Nootbaar in the team? Hit 325 with the 400 on base percentage last year. I don't remember the last time I even acquired Lars Nootbaar in a rebuild. He's young, he's cheap, couple years of arbitration left. Yes, I could go and be like, give me Jordan Walker, but it looks like based off that, it's gonna be pretty difficult to trade for him. I don't want O'Neill. I don't really want Carlson based off of his last couple seasons here. He's played like half a season. Lars Nootbaar, let's do it. I'm pretty sure I can just trade away either Castellanos or Schwarber. And if I'm bringing in a lefty, I should probably get rid of a lefty. There it is. I'm going to give him Chris Cisneros, who I drafted this year. He looks really bad. So we'll throw that in. And then Michael Hong. Oh, just kidding. Michael Hong is not going to be in the trade. I'm going to have to probably give away an MLB player. Let's go with him. That doesn't get it done. What about Marchand? All right, there it is. Lars Nootbaar for Kyle Schwarber. I'm sorry. I don't hate Kyle Schwarber. I don't. Honestly, Phillies fans are probably like, keep Kyle Schwarber, get rid of Nick Castellanos because he forgot how to play in the NLCS. It would save us some money. It would save us some money for the next season. All right, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go like this, and I need to throw in like, oh come on, there's got to be somebody here. Who do you want? What? You guys literally just don't want anybody that I have? What about like him? That's fine. You can have him. So Cora, Castellanos, and Cisneros. There we go. We've got so many lefties now, but let's do that. Lars Nootbaar in right field. Plus, it's a better like defensive option. So now Schwarber's back in the team. Look at that. All right. I think that's the squad. I do got to trim it down to 26 men because we currently have 38. I'm also probably going to have to sign some players. But budget-wise, we've got some money. I tried to keep it cheap this offseason, so there's that. Hopefully, we're good to go. Hopefully, we have enough players. I think we do. Let me adjust the lineup. For the season, this is what we're gonna rock with. I really wish they would fix this bug that every time you try to move a pitcher around, it always just jumps all over the place. But hold on. Wait a second. Let's go like that. All right, Sanchez. No. Oh, yeah, Christopher Sanchez. Why? I read Sanchez as Dominguez, and I was like, I don't want Dominguez there. Christopher Sanchez, long reliever. Matt Strahm, Gregory Soto, Sir Anthony Dominguez, Alvarado. Hoffman, and then Hader. I think that's the squad. It's looking good. A little thin on righties for sure. Way too many lefties, but we're gonna make it work. And then Wheeler, Cease, Nola, Suarez, Painter, looking nice. Lineup wise, Joey Bart, Sosa, Hoskins, Cave, Castro. I do have Jake Berger chilling. He's ready for the call up. I'm ready for the smash burgers. And then we've got Turner, Stott, Harper, Schwarber, Marsh. I don't like that. Too many lefties. Maybe something like, let's get Schwarber leading off again. And man, I don't like that either. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna rock like that. I think that's what we're gonna do. That's the squad. I like it. I need new bar to pop off. Got to make it worth it. But I feel like we've got a good squad. I feel like it's pretty well rounded. I'm at the deadline, and Johan Rojas just isn't doing it. He's not progressing. He's getting at bats. He's just not doing well. I know he's 24. I know we have team control, but I want to make a juiced squad. We're trying to win right now. And Lars Nootbaar's not cool. Don't even try that with me. So let's talk. I want Luis Robert so bad. I can't get Luis Robert. I can't. I'm talking this close. The only player they want Cease, they want Wheeler, or they want I think Bryson Stott also gets the deal done. Yeah. So I literally went through every player. Even Aiden Miller he's a 78 overall at 21 years old. I'm giving them Johan Rojas, Garrett Peterson, who's got 99 potential, and Aiden Miller, who's got 8 potential, so 90 plus. This isn't good. If I could just add one more prospect or player that would get me Luis Rojas. Give me more than 3 player trades, MLB The Show, please. Because look, I can't even get Mike Trout for a save situation. I would throw in Kyle Schwarber. Boom, deal's done. I would throw in $2 million. I just got thrown in $2 million. I would throw in Jeff Hoffman. I would throw in Jeff Hoffman in a second. Make that deal possible. See what I'm saying? Edmundo Sosa, he'd be out of here. Tim Anderson, he'd be out of here. But I can't. I need that fourth man, that fourth slot, so I can make a trade. Again, it's a similar situation. If I take out Miller and I give him like Bryson Stott. Bryson Stott doesn't make the deal. Cease or just Cease. They just want Cease. You see what I'm saying? So I'm unfortunately not able to get those two. So I'm gonna settle for my third option, which is Kyle Tucker, who is absolutely mashing. So we're gonna go with our guy Rojas, and I wonder if I could do it without Peterson. I don't think I'm going to be able to. So I think Peterson is a definite piece that has to be in this trade. Yeah, based off what I'm seeing here, he's 100% going to have to be in this trade. I don't really want to get rid of Aiden Miller. I'm not going to use him, but this guy looks really good. Sadly, we're just not going to use him. So I can get Kyle Tucker, and he is a free agent, so that would be something we'd have to look at. But with Schwarber leaving, I feel like that'd be okay. The only issue is Rojas is a righty, which is kind of nice to have, and we would be adding another lefty to the team. So it would be a pretty lefty-heavy lineup, which I guess we could just go out and sign a righty outfielder to kind of help us out, right? Crawford is also a lefty, so there's that. But I really wish we had more than 3-man trades. Obviously, I don't want it so that you could just keep adding players and adding players and adding players so that eventually you could get the trade accepted. But it'd be nice to at least be able to have that 4th or 5th slot so that if you were just a smidge off and you were offering a really good trade, that you could still make the trade possible. So, yeah, Schwarber's actually not doing bad at all this year. It's just Rojas. So I've looked at every other like fun outfield option. It's just like, could I get Tatis? I don't even think I could get Tatis here. No, can't get Mookie. Let's see what else. Nolan Jones, maybe Corbin Carroll. Is a Corbin Carroll possibility? No. You see what I'm saying? Do I go get Jordan Walker? I don't think I can. I can get Brian Reynolds. I can get Brian Reynolds easily. I think I can get him for just Johan Rojas. Ooh, that's tempting. That's tempting. You see where I'm at? Like, man, I really wish I could get Trout. I really want Trout. I think that'd be a fun little story. But you know what? Let's just, yeah, sure. Give me Tucker and this guy. And then we'll throw in, let's go with, come on. You know you want one of these guys. Just let me have the trade. Stop holding me at ransom. There we go. There it is. Kyle Tucker's in the team. All right, 105 and 57. That's a pretty good season, I would say. We're taking on the winner of the Giants or the Braves. League leaders, Nola. There we go. We brought him back for a reason. Pretty good. Team rankings wise, we were 4th for batting average. We were 3rd for runs, which is good. Love to see that. And ERA wise, we were 5. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, we were just a good team all around. Awards, Ohtani MVP. Okay, Seager MVP, so back to back. Okay, for both of them. Bieber with the Rangers now. Oh man, that team's stacked. Strider wins it. So 2 Braves back to back. All right, Jordan and Mookie Betts batting title winners. Barlow and Pete Fairbanks for relievers of the year, and then Wilfred Veras and Michael Smith are the rookies of the year. Okay, so I'm assuming. Okay, so somebody got sent down, but who got? So Brogdon got called up. Offensively, it was probably Jake Cave that got sent down. It was. All right, let me see if there was anybody else really quickly that potentially got sent down. No. So we will. Ooh, Matt Strom. All right, sorry. Brogdon can stay so we get that extra righty. All right. Now we are set for this. Let me sort this out. So Sanchez is regressing, but again, really solid season. Didn't get the start this year, but you know what? Out of the bullpen, did his job. Gregory Soto, good Lord, not great. All right. Jeff Hoffman was good, though. I had some worries about him, but he held it down. Did just what we needed him to. Let's hope Brogdon can do it in the postseason. Okay, Sir Anthony Dominguez, good bounce back here. Love to see that. Alvarado, I moved him to the setup role, was lights out. And then Josh Hader, once again, was very good. Looking at our starters, Wheeler, once again, doing what we need him to do. Top of the rotation guy. Cease. Yikes, I need better. Nola was unbelievable with a 2 ERA and a 24 wins. Holy cow. 20 and 5 for Wheeler. That's pretty good. And then Suarez kind of cooled off a little bit too. So maybe like this for the postseason. And even Andrew Painter had a 5 ERA. So we're probably going to rock another 4-man rotation for the postseason like that. All right, not bad. Offensively, Joey Bart was our backup catcher. Again, whatever, I'm not really looking for crazy numbers with my backup catcher. And Mundo Sosa, again, decent off the bench. I'll take that. Actually, he was versus lefties because his lefty numbers are pretty good. We've got Rhys Hoskins, again, only faced lefties, and for half a season, those are some really good numbers. I'm really happy with those numbers. Jake Cave was kind of our extra outfielder, and then Rodolfo Castro, half the at-bats, but still pretty good numbers. Like to see that. All right, Schwarber, you cooled off. Yep. All right, that's what I had kind of expected. Trey Turner was not great. Bryce Harper was good, though. I like that. 26 home runs, like that. Tucker, no, don't suck now that I traded for you. Come on, I need you to be good. Brandon Marsh, again, was really good. Love seeing that. Alec Boehm, again, was really good. Awesome. Newbar, holy cow. Are you serious? Hold on. Let's, Newbar, we can do this and kind of maybe something like that for the postseason. 3 lefties is not ideal, but let's maybe like that. I know this is kind of weird, but we'll do that. So Newbar hitting 310 with the 423 on base percentage. Yeah, give me some more of that. Bohm was good. We talked about Schwarber. Marsh was good. Real Muto. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Those are some nice numbers. Stott, again, really similar to what he put up last year. So pretty solid season. And then back to Newbar. So let me make sure everything's good here. And we are probably going to face the Braves. That's just my assumption. My assumption was right. Who did they sign? They had to have added to the team, right? Or could they not because they have Ohtani on the books? Let's see. Michael Walker. Pitching looks like the starters look like they got a little bit worse. They did get Devin Williams, though. Okay. I don't know. I feel like we can get to their pitching, though. Alrighty. Wheeler versus Kyle Wright. That's a good start. Nola versus Ohtani. That's a good start. And Cease versus Strider. Get out of here, Braves. Easy Dodger time. It looks like they brought back Bueller. What else do they have? Freeman, Lux, Betts, Smith, CJ Abrams. Okay. Colt Keith from the Tigers. All right. Glaber. Oh, and they've got Joey Gallo back. This team's like completely different. Bader. Snell. Okay. They're changing it up. They just like completely change up the squad. Suarez will not be pitching. Sorry. Just not Not happening. I think that's what I want, right? Ooh, Wheeler got rocked game 1. Yikes. I'm feeling good. Wheeler game 1. That's that feeling's gone. I'm not feeling good anymore. Not feeling great. Not feeling great at all. Game 7. Dylan Cease, Bobby Miller. Dylan Cease, he's got cojones. All right, Ranger Suarez once again. Hold on. Oh man, Dylan Cease might be the two guys I need to be good are not being good. So it's gonna be Suarez, Cease, Nola, Wheeler for the World Series against the Rangers. Okay, so we've kind of alluded to the fact that the Rangers have had a good team, right? Evan Carter's good, Lowe's good, Seager, Adolis Garcia, Semien. They brought in Jared Walsh. Okay, all right, but they had Bieber, and that's kind of how we mentioned that. But looking at the starters, I feel like 1-2 is good. Dane Dunning's whatever. But then like the back half of the rotation is kind of weak. And the bullpen doesn't look that great either. So I feel like we got to score more runs than them, right? Like that's duh. But like I feel like that's the way we're gonna have to win. We're just gonna have to get to their pitching because they're gonna score runs. We just got to score more. All right, Ranger versus the Rangers. I need you to come out as the better one. Okay, but we win the second, not the third though. We win the fourth. Win the fifth. Dylan Cease win it for us. That's what I'm talking about. 2 World Series. The award goes to Brandon Marsh. I mean, the guy was really good. Playoff MVP went to Bryce Harper. Brandon Marsh was really good for this rebuild. Bryce Harper was good. And Lars Nootbaar, I think it's not going to be a big flashy signing like I wanted it to be, or a big flashy trade like I wanted it to be. Obviously, I wanted Trout or Luis Robert, Lou Bob, and I just couldn't get him. We ended up getting Kyle Tucker in the end. He looked like he had a pretty good postseason too, but you know what? He got the job done, and he was kind of nasty. So I'm pretty happy with that. And plus, getting rid of Schwarber and Castellanos opened up some money. And also, Real Muto comes off the books. Schwarber's about to come off the books. We're about to open up a lot of money. I'm feeling pretty good about the team. I feel like we'd be able to continue this and keep moving forward. I mean, look at the squad here. Trey Turner sucked. But Harper was good. Tucker was good. Bohm sucked. Schwarber sucked. Marsh was good. Like half the team showed up for the postseason. Pitching wise, Nola wasn't that great. Wheeler wasn't that great. But these two, they did what they needed to. And Dylan Cease was another one of those guys where it may not be the craziest of starting pitchers to pick up, but he was monumental for our postseason success. Bullpen wasn't great. Doesn't look like it. Actually, the middle relief was good. Yeah, and Hader was good. It was just our long relievers that took over for our starters weren't great. So somehow we snuck out a World Series, and there it is. I hope you enjoyed the Phillies rebuild. Thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And of course, get in the comment section. Give me your World Series predictions, but also what team we should rebuild next. And if you're looking for more rebuild content, check out the video that's on screen now. We rebuild the Tampa Bay Rays. It's a pretty good one.